Malaysia's government spending under Budget 2018 could revive gains on Bursa, according to a Bloomberg report. Eastspring Investments' Rudy Chan told the agency he expects the financial framework for the next year to be expansionary in view of the upcoming general polls, which means it is likely to include more cash handouts and infrastructure spending that will filter through consumption stocks, builders and construction material suppliers. Bloomberg also cites Jaqueline P'ng of Fortress Capital Asset Management as saying that the budget will likely to give a boost to lower income-related consumption stocks. He expects Budget 2018 to pull out all the stops to ensure the rakyat is shielded to a certain extent from the higher cost of living. Meanwhile, CIMB's Ivy Ng and Michelle Chia are of the view that the property developers, including Masing and SP Setia, could benefit from the upcoming budget, as Najib is set to address the lack of affordable housing. The minority shareholder watchdog group is hoping that the government will finally stop extending financial assistance to Proton. This follows the recent change in Proton's ownership, with the national car maker under the full commercial control of two private entities, namely DRB Highcom and China's Geely. The two firms have appointed two new faces at Proton's manufacturing arm. Dr. Lee Chun-rong is now CEO of Perusahaan Otomobil Nasional, while its board also includes ex-Skoda CEO Winfried Wallen. In the group's newsletter, it notes that Lee's presence is interesting because it represents a major shift in approach for Malaysia in terms of the CEO's demographic and nationality, historically speaking, and its new ASEAN focus. As for Wallen, MSWG said his presence will be hugely beneficial to Proton thanks to his extensive experience in Volkswagen AG and Skoda. MSWG's stance to end government financial aid to Proton is a renewal of the many various previous calls made by several parties, including Meeting Minister Mustafa Mohamad. Affin Holdings shareholders have given the green light for a corporate exercise that will see Affin Bank assume its listing status. This signifies a new start for the group, which had embarked on a transformation program last year. Chairman Muhammad Zahidi Zainuddin said the new structure aims to simplify work process for the company and become a stronger banking group. He adds that the bank intends to improve its retail and Islamic banking segment following the restructuring exercise. Affin claims that it was more of a corporate-centric bank before, but this year alone has increased its retail contribution to 50% of revenue. MD Kamarul Arifin said that it has allocated around 300 million ringgit to improve its IT and the performance of its retail banking ops. AirAsia Japan will commence its first flight on October 29th with a service from its Nagoya hub to Sapporo. The carrier will operate twice daily on the route, some 2 years after receiving its Air Operator's certificate in October 2016. It has two Airbus A320s in its fleet. Previously, AirAsia had attempted to enter the Japanese market via a JV with ANA. That was dissolved in 2013 and used as a basis for the launch of ANA subsidiary Vanilla Air. AirAsia owns 49% of the reborn AirAsia Japan, and the other partners include Rakuten Inc., Octave Japan Infrastructure Fund 1GK, Novair Holdings and Alpen. PN17 company Perisai Petroleum Technology has received the green light from Bursa Securities to delay the suspension of its share trades and delisting. In a filing today, it said Bursa Securities had agreed to defer the delisting pending a decision on an application by the company. The application is subject to Bursa Securities' consideration, and an announcement in relation to the outcome will be released in due course. Last week, Perisai said it was seeking an extension of time to submit its regularization plan, which was due by October 11th. The firm gained PN17 status last year after its wholly owned subsidiary, Perisai Capital L Inc., defaulted in payment of the principal and interest on a 125 Sing dollar million bond.